Well, I'm joined by Julie Edge, who's the chairman of the Ballasalla Post Office. We're going to talk about that first, Ms Edge, but we've got other things to try and fit in as well. But Ballasalla Post Office, it's been a very emotive subject. We've seen those pictures from the meetings. People are up and angry about the closure. Now you've come to some sort of compromise. Do tell us about it.
Yes, we obviously we told everybody we'd let them know by the 30th of January after our board meeting, which was today, and we had a good few hours of discussion and debate around the consultation. And I do need to make it clear, Ballasalla Post Office is not closing post offices. Obviously, when people decide to either change their business model or decide to resign or retire, we have to look at the options for the services for Ballasalla Post Office within that particular area. So obviously we've had consultation, we've had public meetings, we've listened to what the people of Ballasalla and surrounding areas have come back to us. We've had emails, we've had letters, and we will now be going out for expressions of interest.
Yeah, but it's not the same, is it? Why don't you just ask for another person to take over that job? You've definitely downgrading this. You seem quite intent that you were not going to advertise that. You've now come out like a halfway house here. You've got a machine, haven't you? And you're looking for someone that wants to help out people using it and that sort of thing. But that's not having a post office.
Well, obviously this has got to be located within a premises somewhere where there will be individuals who will be there to assist. The residents who will be wishing to use postal services. We have to be financially responsible. I think this, is a solution that helps support the large number of concerns of people that, this machine, as people call it, so that they can be supported and helped through using an online, touch screen process to transact an awful lot of the business that goes through the post office network. Yeah,
but they can't pick up their pension, can they? They can't do that sort of transaction which a post office does. Is that right?
That's right. Obviously, because that's cash related, and obviously we work in partnership. We provide a service for the Treasury, for the benefits section of Treasury, and they are very aware of the situation in Ballasalla. And the solution that the post office has come up with, we did have our retail strategy went through Tynwald, and it's been approved by Tynwald, so we're following through on that process. It's a retail strategy for the next 5 years, and we said we would have services available within a 3-mile limit of...
but every time a post office man or woman wants to retire, it seems that you're going for this sort of route. Is this where it's going to continue going? I mean, who's next on your hit list?
Well, we have to look at everything as an individual case. We don't know when anybody's going to hand in their notice or wish for a service change to their contract, and that was the whole point of getting a retail strategy through Tynwald, so that we had a process in place with key principles that we would follow if we received resignations going in the future. That was approved by Tynwald, and we follow that process, and part of that is a consultation. Okay,
there's very few options in Ballasalla, isn't there, to place these machines? I mean, it can only go into a store sort of thing. I mean, you can't put it in a pub, can you? So you're very limited on the options available on this particular case.
Well, obviously we'll go out to expressions of interest, and it depends who comes forward.
And what happens if no one comes forward?
Sorry.
What happens if no one comes forward?
Well, obviously we would have to look at it again, but obviously there was clearly interest out there for retaining a service in Ballasalla. So the solution that the post office has come up with is this assisted model, and until we go out to expressions of interest, you are right. We don't know if anybody is going to come forward, but we have to now go through that process.
Okay. Well, before we finish, let's talk about teachers. I know you had your emergency questions down, and there seems to be still a lot of, how do we put this? Once we hear from the minister everything's sorted to some degree, then we hear from the teachers' unions that it's not sorted. You're taking an active role in this. How do you read this now, the latest situation? And is Mr. Gajin safe, do you think, in his job?
Well, Paul, it is unprecedented. Obviously, after my emergency questioning in House of Peers on Tuesday, I did seek answers from the minister. I wasn't. He was very confident that he'd carried out the process correctly. However, the big issue for the unions was that he and the department had come to a decision with one union on a way forward, and then that got rejected by that union. So there wasn't. It's obvious that they hadn't been out to their members before announcing that decision had been made. And then there was a meeting on Tuesday night at Bradden Church, I believe 400 to 500 teachers there, and there was a unanimous vote of no confidence in the minister, and I believe virtually unanimous in the department. So there's lack of confidence with the MERS process because they've gone outside the collective bargaining arrangements for teachers on the island, and it's the teachers now do not have confidence in the process that's being carried out.
Do you think he should go?
I actually have real concerns that we've got to this situation. It's been ongoing for well over 12 months, and they bandy around figures. There's no figures, that the unions haven't come back to them, and this X keeps getting mentioned. Well, I'm beginning to wonder where the X needs to lie, to be quite honest, Paul.